Hello everyone, and welcome back to Arpeggios, Part 2. We hear our simple arpeggio, which we talked about in the last video, is just when you take a chord and you break it up, so instead of the notes being played at once, they're played one after another. Let's hear a different arpeggio by coming over to the left arrow. Let's click it twice, and we're going to see this arpeggio right here. Not only does it have a C and another C, C again is selected in black, you can see it here, every note that gets played is in black, but it also has double of our teal notes because it's doubled that one up there. Arpeggios will only ever use the notes that are in the original chord. Let's press the pause button. That's a little fast. Let's come down here to this symbol right here. This might look a little funny. You probably haven't seen one before, but you might have. This is our metronome button. In older times, metronomes weren't on phones and computers like they are today. They were in this little box right here with the ticker. You can see it's tilted over to the right, and you could set the metronome to different speeds, and that arm would swing back and forth so you could see the metronome. Let's click on this, and it brings up this slider with a flashing yellow dot. The dot is flashing 120 times every minute. Not every second, every minute. 120 seconds would be way too fast. Let's drag this down to a slower tempo. Remember, speeds are called tempos. Let's drag it down to 90. Click the check mark, and let's hear our arpeggio at 90. 90 beats per minute. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Let's hear some other arpeggio patterns. This goes back and forth, not just up and down. An arpeggio isn't just breaking the chord to be played one after another in order, but in any order that you like. We have our simple arpeggio again. This is much more complicated. Sounds pretty nice. Now remember that a chord is the notes stacked on top of each other. This last example is still an arpeggio because the notes are being played in an order, but we actually have them in miniature stacks. This is two arpeggios stacked on top of each other. It still counts because they are all the original colors of those notes that are found in the chords, and they're just going back and forth. Tune into part 3 of the video, and we're going to talk a lot about this color wheel down here. See everyone soon.